All right. It looks like we are live here on show number 7 of Into the Cubieverse.
And the Cubieverse is a GPS-based game where you walk to get keys, use keys to open trivia vaults, answer trivia to get rewards, and then use those rewards to enhance your in-game experience or convert them to real-world rewards. Thank you for joining us tonight. Get ready as we take you into the Cubieverse. Hey,
Awesome.
boys.
It's Atrocities here
Hi,
with
everyone.
Lionheart and Magic Dragon. How was your week in the Cubieverse, guys?
Lionheart?
Yeah. It was a pretty good week. Got a couple more things up for auction there in preparation of St. Patty's Day, that little mini event, and the steep 250,000 QB coins for the epic blueprint. On the fence about it. I'm going to buy it, but I still have mixed feelings about buying it, just with a basic paint, no event resources. But yeah. And then got a couple more planning and building on the go, and had a pretty good buddy quest. How about yourself, Magic Dragon?
Oh, for me, it was same old, same old. I get my standard vaults every day. I have been trying to get 6 walking goals most days now for the last couple days, and it worked out nicely. Like, those bonus boxes really add up. Like, I had 150, 150, and 100 white keys today. So wow. That translates to another 40 blue keys if you convert them, plus the blue keys I got from doing the walking quests themselves, another 36 there. So my keys really seem to go up when I do the walking goals. 2 buddy quest attempts. One, I had to completely delete off my system because no communication. And another one who contacted me immediately, though. They're in the middle of a snowstorm, can't do anything about it. But we communicated, and we're going to put it on pause for 2 days. For me, it's all about the communication. If they talk to me, I don't mind. I can wait. I prefer to get it done immediately. But if you talk to me and we work something out, I'm okay.
I 100% agree with you. Communication is totally important with that. If you can pop in the game for 5 minutes, so you got a buddy quest, you got no excuse not to, make a comment on Discord and connect. Especially if someone's already messaged you already and said, "Hey, we got a quest." Even if you're super busy, takes you 2 seconds to pop a line, say, "Hey, super busy today. See if we can make an arrangement." So. Awesome.
Just something, yeah.
And I definitely agree. Keys, hitting those 3 white vault levels a day, getting 6. Huge difference in your number of white keys. I think I cruised past. I think I'm on my way. I think I might be over 42,000 white keys at this point.
Oh my goodness!
Right.
There you go.
And I was hitting. I've kind of slacked off last little bit, but I've been hitting like level 6 like religiously to get those sorts of keys. And the thing is with that too, right? Like you hit level 8 from a blue key perspective, you get 36 blue keys a day if you hit level 6. You get 66 if you hit level 8, right? With 20 of them coming from 7 to 8. So it adds up, huge. I mean, over the course of a month, that's 900 blue keys. The difference between 8 and 6 and 8, right? So it adds up. So awesome. So we are into a new month, which is kind of cool. Always enjoy the new months. Have you guys? What's your thoughts on the new trivia categories that we've got?
Lionheart?
Yeah, I'm attempting a little bit of the new category for the month. I think that I should. Some of the questions that I don't understand, definitely researching. But it's nice to have a few favorites back to see entertainment and health and medicine on there. Yeah. Do we have the trivia to post up?
I've just posted the trivia up here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we got art, we got automotive.
Yeah.
So actually, let's go through art. What do you guys think on art? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
It's a middle one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
it's a thumbs down for me. Every month that it comes up with, okay, this is the month I'm going to do art, but I never do. Automotive. Which thoughts on automotive?
Oh,
Yeah, love automotive.
Yeah,
It's
middle.
fantastic.
It's a middle one for me.
I'm thumbs up on
The
automotive.
years are gone now, so actually
Right.
it's pretty good.
Right.
The years are gone.
Yeah.
Like I know most car companies started between like 1900 and
Yeah,
1940-ish.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's usually pretty ballpark.
There's a
I
pretty good guess
I
there.
always look at that when it's like all the allies from the Second World War.
That's
Yeah,
right.
All their car companies started in early 1900s for the most part.
Hmm.
You've got the Access, which is all in the 20s and 30s after that, right? So that's kind of
right.
how I generally ballpark. Obviously, there's exceptions, but that's kind of how I look
Hmm.
at that. Cinema.
Uh,
Oh, I like that.
avoid it.
Cinema's good.
I try to avoid cinema too, if I can. I'll pick cinema over art, but
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there's a few other ones. Uh, Entertainment. Thumbs
Down.
down.
Oh,
Really?
I like
yeah.
entertainment better than cinema. So
Who wore
I
a
have
green
to
dress
give
at
it two
the
thumbs up.
2012 event? And what color was the dress and their partner's name? Like,
right.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, those are kind of silly.
Some of those are
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, if you get lucky with the questions, like, who sang this song or something, fine. But there's such a range of questions there. I avoid it whenever I can.
For sure.
Really, I think maybe your RNG is worse than mine because I hardly get those questions. When I do, I agree with you. They're dumb,
Yeah.
but I barely get them. So
Awesome. Geography. Thoughts on geography?
Oh, thumbs up.
Yeah, I love geography for the most part.
mhm.
For the most part. Okay.
Yeah.
Health and medicine.
Oh, big
Double
thumbs
thumb.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've definitely come around health and medicine. Music.
Yeah. Eh, not so much.
Yeah,
Not a big
I
music.
avoid it if I can, but
Yeah.
I'll take it if I have to.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, too many quote these lyrics, and I'm not that good. Getting
I'm
old,
gonna-
brain doesn't work.
I'm picking women's history over music. So,
So
Yeah.
am I.
Yeah.
Well, I pick that one almost every time. It's a great category.
Okay.
I love history, so it really fits in with me.
Yeah. Okay. So technology.
Oh, always
Thumbs up.
double
Love,
thumb.
Yeah.
love it for sure. The only thing with technology though is I find that green questions in technology are a little significantly harder than some other categories. But whatever. TV.
Thumbs up.
I actually avoid it. I don't watch a whole bunch of TV, so
I got TV and cinema kind of in the same level, right? Like,
Yeah.
don't want to pick it. If there's anything else, I'll definitely pick above it. But my bottoms are art and music. So, if art and music, well, it's TV, and then Women's History Month. So
yeah, enjoying it.
I
Oh,
always
very.
I always like these new categories or so, the specialized categories. So I think it's a good one.
I
And
know one that popped out for me was modern nursing was based off of Florence Nightingale. Like, just fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I like these categories because they're a little hard to begin with, but you learn a lot, and it's pretty. They're pretty cool for sure.
And it's pretty much always something to pick from whatever three they give you.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. For sure.
And you know what? This is where I like the new white vault system because you can trial those questions.
Yeah.
Because white matches the blue, so it's pretty easy to rip around your old hunting ground and
Yeah.
knock out some of those new questions. Give them a go.
Yeah. All the extra vaults and the extra keys for the trial. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I don't mind wasting a key in a white vault, unlike previously where blues are like, I lost another blue. So it is what it is. And then So, but likewise, looking at like these for like green categories or yellow categories, like some of those questions like cinema and whatnot, where I don't mind them as white blues. I don't really necessarily want to pick them in the green category. especially when you're trying to go like get perfect super fast on them. Right?
Yeah.
I do find it's a little more difficult working those categories at the start of the month, at least. So I don't know how often
Start
you
of
guys
the month for sure.
throwing green keys in, but I like to when I do greens. I like to be in the hunter mode to get the chance at the blueprints,
Perfect.
but
Same here.
perfect. But start of the month, I might switch some of those back to chill, just especially with this set of categories until I'm comfortable with them. So.
Have you got the blueprint yet?
I got one. I popped one.
Oh, nice. Good.
One as well.
Well, no, I'm still at a 0 count.
So.
Oh, really?
I did switch at one point. I switched over to the strategy of just getting the chill green, building up my my chromatic paint, and then selling my chromatic paint off so that I could buy the blueprints. So. But unfortunately, before I was able to execute on that, the price of chromatic paint dropped dramatically. So.
Yeah.
Could not do that. So. Okay. All right. So that's, I think, what we want to talk about in regards to the new categories. What's your thoughts on the patch that came through? Have you guys noticed any difference?
Well, I think we all noticed the difference on day one where everyone's cubies went on an exodus. That was unfortunate.
That's a little bit of an executional bug, unfortunately. It's unfortunate we can't participate in a beta test and find out that stuff's going to happen ahead of time for the trade shacks, because I know a bunch of trade shacks around here have not been put back into operation because their owners are traveling.
Oh, no.
So, that being said, it's an opportunity that maybe people will not put those leprechauns back in the trade shacks. I hate leprechauns in trade shacks. If there's a leprechaun in your trade shack, I skip it. I don't even give you my blue.
Yeah.
I don't even give you my blue key. So that's how much I hate them. So
that's awesome.
It is what it is. And then.
Well, I guess on that note, I did level up a Tiki Chief this week, so he'll be going in a trade shack when they reset. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And then walking goals, I know, or walking steps. My wife has an iPhone, but she's been having to play the game with an Android that she's tethered to. And every time we get an update on these stuff, we all hopefully go out and try to use the iPhone by itself, so she can go back down to one phone eventually.
Right.
It's not happening this time around. We were out walking, and I was getting significantly more steps than her. It's kind of frustrating. At one point we started, I was walking, and I was up to 36% when we first started. She was at nothing, and then it popped in. Like, she got almost all 36% all at once. We tied, so which is different. And if you knew that was happening, okay, but we turned around and walked back to the house, and she hadn't gotten any more steps by the time we got back to the house, and it didn't give her another sort of pop boost on it. So
that'd be frustrating.
It is frustrating. So we tried it, but I think we're going to stick with the Android for now. So but I'm glad to see that they're working on it. So. And then the new message system, I think that was kind of cool.
Yeah, in-game system for the developers. I like that. Keep us all informed right away.
Definitely.
Yeah, especially for people that don't use Discord.
It'd be nice to have an in-game communication for the players too. So you don't have to go to Discord.
Yeah, I think that's a whole nother level of technology app and whatnot. So as much as it would be nice, the Discord system's there. Plus, it almost makes that case, it makes a buddy quest too easy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
To do so.
I'd like
they still
to
have to be logged in or playing to see it.
Yes.
So. Yeah. I'd still like to have a bit of a nudge system, like, hey, check Discord. Like to be able to send that message, like just pre-scripted messages that are just buttons.
Oh, that's good. I would like that. That'd be nice. Because the Discord system isn't perfect. You still don't get notified of messages
Right.
unless they're friends of yours already. So something like that would be good.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. First, I'm sure for the younger kids, the Discord, they know how to set up and do all that sort of stuff. They're on it. But for us old guys, it's not. Let's just say the only reason I've got Discord is because Coin Hunt World, right? Or Cubieverse came first, so Discord came later. So, are there any other changes in the packs you guys noticed or thought of?
Yeah, there was a bunch of changes I'd like to see. Just we were talking about that. Like a nudge system. Staffing of trade shacks and vaults is pretty annoying trying to find a QB that you want to put in. So it'd be nice to have a bit of a search bar system.
Especially when
even
we
some similar
forced to put in our QBs again back into trade
Yeah.
shacks. It's just extra painful, right? Because you're right. Because you got to having to scroll through all your QBs is kind of annoying. Like, it'd be nice if you could, have them sorted by highest level at the very least, and that way, or have the filter function that we have when you search for QBs and you put them on, in that functionality.
Right. Yeah, just something similar to like the inventory screen.
And it's just, it's the same thing with builder QBs, right? I've got like, at one point when we were going live, I printed like a dozen QBs, a dozen of the the common builders, because I had the blueprint for them. So when I go through there, I've probably got 50 builder QBs that I'm scrolling through, looking to find. Especially I'm now trying to find my one builder QB that's live level up.
That's leveled up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty. What about you guys? Do you guys have any other changes you'd like to see? Stuff come or some stuff go?
The one thing I had mentioned before was with the trade shacks. I'd love if I got a payout of resources when a person hits on my trade shack, rather than one blue key every blue moon. So.
Yeah. Well, I even got like 1,000 pumpkin seeds the other day as a bonus from my trade shack. So if you got 5% from that, you'd get 50.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
It's not
or
a ton, but
it'd be great if you even got like 50, like 5% of the paint back out of the 250, and then if you had a popular trade shack, you could at least generate paint.
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
That'd be kind of neat, for sure. What's your thoughts? People got green user vaults up. That they off the blueprint. I saw the first one got printed today. Which was fast, I thought. So, hey, congratulations on getting that one up and running. And that was Richelieu again, and I guess that puts him at 125 green vaults or something like that. So, can always use one more.
What's one more, right?
Yeah. Exactly. And then in our area we got two sushi shacks opened up. So, which is cool.
Yeah.
I asked last night, because I know the people said they went and they did the one, can you get the other one? And they indicated to me that they saw that they could still do the trade shack, the sushi quest at the other sushi place. So, meaning that it sounds like it's not a common timer, but it's an individual timer. So you could, in theory, do we could do 2 trade shacks a week, or sushi shacks a week. Which would be
nice.
Good to know. So,
I guess that would be up to you though if you wanted to sit at a sushi shack for 45 minutes twice a week.
If we like sushi, maybe.
Yeah.
Right, for sure.
Or if you like sitting in your car.
I think I don't know about that, but yeah, I'd be more inclined to go in and like order like a coffee or something like that as opposed
Oh,
to
for sure. Yeah.
sitting
Mhm.
whatever. But
Just a quick tempura roll to snack on.
yeah, for sure. So cool. All right. Yeah. So obviously they're building stuff in it. People are grabbing that stuff. So that's kind of cool. Um, all right. So shall I go to start talking about the Anki app right now? So I am going to
Yeah, this
turn
is gonna be pretty exciting. So
this on. Here we are. Do we have a second here to get this up and running? Here we go. Okay. All right. So I'm throwing this up on the screen. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me see if I can share. Here's what I'm going to do as well to make sure this works. I am going to share my screen
okay.
so you guys can see that.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, and I'm going to. That's still working. Cool. So you guys can see that? Awesome.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. So I'm here. I'm on the wiki right now, Cubieverse wiki, first page. All right. And what I'm doing here is I am capturing my phone screen. So we're going to do this. So if you scroll down here and we go to most popular pages, and we go to the one called Trivia. All right. And if you actually read what is in here, you can see in the first paragraph, it says the last sentence, it says, visit our Anki guide for help studying the trivia. And then below it also talks down to submit trivia questions, where seeing trivia that is on the page, submit trivia in the Coin Hunt Community Alliance Discord server, and we'll go there afterwards. But from the wiki, so hopefully you can trust it. Click on here. They've got their Anki guide page, and tells you all about it. It's an open source software program, the whole thing. It's installed. Tell you how to install it on your Android or whatever. And obviously, depending upon which one you need to do, you use. And then down here, even further, it says getting the deck. So you can get this. It's still called the CHW Trivia Flashcards by downloading it from Anki Web using this link. So if I go to click here, this is what the app looks like when in. There's other Anki type things in the store, so make sure you get the right one. Download it, install it, and then bam, I hit open, and here is all my trivia. It is Coin Hunt World Trivia, it said. So, and you're just going to see this white bar here. Actually, you may not even see that. You may not even see that initially, because what you're going to have to do is go down and download the trivia cards doing this link. Basically, they tell you how to download it here, but it's download and install. So that's like the main way they want you to install it. So I'm here, and if I go here, Coin Hunt Trivia, it's going to pop up any questions, right? So red geography picture and basically saying that in this case, this is the picture trivia of the Armenia flag. So you know it's in there. So you might want to. In this case, it's a picture, so it doesn't show it too well. So you might want to go in that case research what the Armenian flag looks like. And
Right.
then at the bottom here, it says show answer. So click show answer, and then it tells you your media, and then you can say, hey, I want to see this question again in less than a minute. It's hard, 6 minutes, good, 10 minutes, 4 days, easy, whatever, right? So you choose, if you're happy with that question, you can go 4 days, easy. If you say it, I want to see it again, quickly, you'll see it again. So easy, okay. Which of the countries does not border Thailand? Now, you're going to have to, obviously, if you're in the app, or Coin Hunt, or Cubieverse, you're going to see all four answers, right? So you're going to probably sit here and go, I don't know. Show me the answer. Okay, Bhutan. It doesn't know that. So I'm going to say I want to see that one again. Now, that's where we are. In other words, red geography. What's the capital of Georgia? The country, the state. I know this answer. I've seen this one. It's Tbilisi. Right? Show answer. Like, hey, I know this one. So, and then I just throw up my categories. Now, more importantly than that, not just throwing random stuff out. What you can do is if you hold on it, you can go in, and the important thing here is custom study. Right? And what we want to do here is limit cards to a particular tag. So, it's the start of a new month. We got new curative categories on. We're kind of don't want to necessarily start throwing keys away on green at this point, right? So through here's all the tags they've got in and how things are tagged out. Now, I don't necessarily know if they've updated the blues and the whites in all this database. I'm not necessarily concerned about that. From my perspective, I'm looking at, like, I want to focus on studying the greens and the yellows, and then if I want to do a whole category, I'll just have the whole category. So, for instance, now, green, what would be a green one we'd want to do this month? That's new. Let's say, I know. You guys are going to help me out with one? What do you want to do? Green tech? Let's say green technology. Or do you want another one?
Yeah, green automotive.
Green automotive. Okay. Green automotive. You can add other tags in it. It just doesn't have to be one. But select. Okay. So now it comes up. It's got telling you that there's 33 cards that it's got on green automotive in the database. And I'm going to study. I'm going to study it. So, what parent company owns Pontiac? Come on, guys. Who owns Pontiac? General Motors.
General Motors.
All right. Show answer. General Motors. Okay, you guys didn't know that one. Now, depending upon some criteria I don't understand. This case, it gives me, I want to see it again, less than 10 minutes. Hard, 5 days. Automotive, easy. Well, personally, when I first start going through them, I'm going to say, I want to see them, like, again, right? And you can see how at the top, it's telling you it's got 30 in green, 1 in red, 2 in blue. Okay. What country does Great Wall Motors originate from?
China?
I'm thinking China. Hey, it's China. All right. Let's see it again. Okay, now here's one. What car brand has a silver circle and 3-pointed star in its logo?
3-point star.
Toyota?
Subaru.
No.
Oh, Mercedes-Benz. Oh, shit. Just a
Sorry,
second.
yeah. I'm looking
yeah.
forward to that answer.
Okay. Mercedes-Benz. There you go. All right, so I want to see this one again, right? Because it's whatever. Now, what country does Citroen originate from? I'm thinking that's France, maybe?
Yeah, I'll go with France.
It's France. All right, okay. Again. What match the models? 911 Panamera Cayenne. Well, we all 911 is Porsche, right?
Or Porsche. Oh my goodness. She's
Yeah.
obviously not a car
Porsche,
guy.
right? So, all right. So we've done that. We've seen how these are moving along, and you can go through these, right? So this is called a custom study session here. Now, the important thing to know that I took a long time to figure out is if you press on your custom study session, you can you rename the deck. Because
Oh, nice.
okay, so I'm going to call it test green or show green show. Because if you start another custom session, it would overwrite it. So what I've done is I've gone through every month. Like I've created a bunch. So I've got like my green art, my books, health and medicine, whatever, all the way down yellow history, and then what I did was you can see down here green automotive. I got Z green automotive, meaning that I had it for a month, then it did not come up, so I put it Z so it goes to the bottom, so I don't have to go back and reset my category. So now, like, what should happen is at the top, I've got all my greens that I'm studying the various categories, right? So this helps me. I was able to go through like the green history pops up on that. I was like, boom! I was pretty confident I was getting it perfect, right?
Nice.
And so this is how you can really learn some of the questions. So, anyways, so really cool tool. You definitely want to, do this one. Like, okay, green health and medicine, right? So here's what we have before. Bones are what part of which system?
Skeletal.
Skeletal, right? Awesome. And then, here's where normally we've got the times. Again, 6 minutes, good, easy. So I'm going to put this in good, and then it moves off. And then what's supposed to happen, I think there's some science or something behind the app, or whatever, memory science, whereby if you just turn on the app every day, it tells you which ones it wants you to study. And they pop up to the point where you know them. The great thing I find about this app is, like, if I know the answer without even having to look at the 4 options that pop up, when those 4 options pop up, when you're doing these questions, it's so much easier. So even if you don't, even if you're not 100% certain on remembering all this stuff, as soon as you see the answer, like, yeah, okay, it's this one, I know this, right? Right? Abdominal pain, bloating, nausea after eating gluten and bowel changes. Okay, that's got to be lactose intolerant or gluten intolerance.
No, gluten. Yeah.
There you go.
Right? Celiac disease. Okay.
Oh, they're going full
right?
on that.
Yeah. But
making it real.
Right? Making it real. So awesome.
Yeah.
So then, okay, so you got this, and then you can study. You can work your way. You can study. I find it's really good, especially at the start of the month when you want to refresh stuff. If we go back to here, custom study, then with the particular tags, you can see like last year they had like the AAPI heritage tags put in. I was looking here for blue, the specialized categories, which really helps you refresh. At Christmas and Chinese New Year, Blue Chinese New Year, really helped me. I probably went out, lost a bunch of blue keys on Chinese New Year, sat down, did a quick refresh using the app, and saved me a bunch of keys. So
how quickly was that data loaded up for the Chinese New Year?
The Chinese New Year was that was in here. Most of it, I'm going to say, was from last year, right?
Oh, okay.
But Chinese New Year questions, which of these practices discourage on Chinese New Year? Okay, it's going to be talking about the past. Hey, great. Oh yes, I remember all this stuff now. So, Now let me just switch over to Discord for a second here. All right, here we go. So, as I said in here, Cubieverse Community Alliance Discord server. If you scroll down here, you've got the trivia database, right? Trivia submissions. So, I can go in here, and you can see it's not super active lately. So there's not a lot of new people submitting through here, but you can see here J.I. Bone. I think you can be I think you have to be approved to put stuff in here, but he added this TQ yellow food and drink. Bork is most popular in which of these countries? Turkey. So he added that question to the database. So, so I didn't see any on last month's trivia being added. I mean, there's nothing in here, but that doesn't mean that you can't, that other people aren't going to use it. And they may be getting it from another source now. I don't know that for a fact. And then what you want to do here, if you want to get a new package or updated version, you just go in here and you can go in and you go ANKI. You click that. Oh, look, Manel is telling you he loves us all. That's funny. And then you put in.
And he also says Japon's a girl, so.
Right. So it goes out to the app. So it reaches it in the app databases and updates this with the export. So this is now the most current version of all the trivia questions that they've got. So if you download from where they're saying on the Cubieverse site, you may not get the latest version or so. I always go here. Here you are, right? I always go here. You hit the download button. It downloads it. You go look for it in your downloads. Double click on it and it updates. So now the one thing I did learn is that we find it. Here we go. In my downloads. So what we need to do when you do it though is you can make sure that you delete your last one, because see how this came in now it's a -1
right.
Versus I got this other one here. That's a problem. So what I want to do is I want to delete my old one, and then I want to go in here now, and because I did it this way, actually I'm just going to delete this one as well. Just come back over. Okay, so I've just re-downloaded it. I can just now double click on it. It brings up the Anki, and I just say add. And then import. Imports all the things. So now I've updated all my any new questions. In this case here, you can say what's added. Which you can see here, that yellow food and drink question was added right. We saw what we saw, and anything else that they've done, and all my trivia questions are still here. It's all set up. And if I want to, I could go in and I think it's right here. Um, well, here we are. I want to rebuild it. So it's going to make sure, I'm just making sure it grabs any new cards and updates. And then,
Okay.
and then I can, and then I can start doing this. Okay.
Nice.
It doesn't like that. So that's the Anki. I want to say that they presented this at, I'd never heard of it. It was presented at Coin Hunt World when we were there last year. And I started using it pretty much ever since. And I want to say thank you to the Cubieverse Wikipedia team and the Coin Hunt, and prior to that, the Coin Hunt Wikipedia team for putting this thing together, because it's a really cool resource, really cool device. I don't necessarily know if it's got the proper profile that it should have, but it's a really, really good tool. And if you're interested in getting like perfects on these questions, without a doubt, it's a great resource,
big help
for sure.
Yeah. Like I remember back at Halloween when we were out playing that event in London, you were talking to me about this and it sounded pretty cool, but I just never took the dive to look further into it. So I'm glad that you suggested to talk about this tonight. So I'm going to be downloading it and loading these decks right after the show, because I'm just doom scrolling on Facebook on my breaks at work when I can be checking out some trivia questions.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a great place, right? Where instead of scrolling through Facebook or whatever, just throw it on, do some questions, and
that's right.
It'll help you. And
nice.
I find a couple times though, I gotta say, I've done a green question, got it wrong, then whatever, and then come home and then, start going through Anki here, and it's like the second or third question that I come across, and I just known that 5-10 minutes ago. So
yeah.
All right. Anyways, I think that's it for us. I think we're hitting our time limit anyways. I don't know if we want to do a quick break and then come back for some Q&A. You guys good for that, or?
Yeah, that works for me. If we have questions, if we don't.
All right, we'll see what they have. So, okay, we're gonna throw it to pause for now, and we'll be back in a few. And hey, we're back. So,
hello.
Hey, that was quick. All right. Is there anything that the chat wants to come up in chat that we want to discuss? Someone's asking for loot codes, and the answer is, I don't know. Do we have any loot codes, Lionheart?
No, we don't. So just a bit of a background about that. They don't really have a very automated system. So everything's punched in manually when they do it. And even when you consider the numbers that you punch in, they only have like a potential 10,000 available. There's only 4 digits, right? So
that
until they get something
oversight.
Yeah. So they're working on upgrading it a little bit and making it a little bit more streamlined. And we were just told if we're giving out loot codes all the time, then everybody gets to give them out all the time.
Yeah.
So until that's, that system is a bit more streamlined to make that a regular thing, I think it's really going to be special events. But Legion Weaver is a fan of the show. He does watch. He told me that some will be coming at us. I just don't know when that'll be. So he said he's thinking about us.
Excellent.
All right. For sure.
And not too much chatter at all. I think that was the only question from Minnow.
I just scrolling back.
Once again, a very thorough show.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling back in some of the questions here. Manel says, Tbilisi, the answer to that one capital Georgia says, gave me a nice batch of crypto, so he must have got that perfect. He says he got that perfect for $100 on a red, so.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's sweet for him. I guess he's
Yeah.
that one.
He hung on to that. Good for him because everything's been pumping lately.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting watching those charts.
Yeah, for sure. See here, Plumber Boy says he's on a Pixel 6, which is actually the same phone I got here, so, which is good. Says though he's tracking, getting some steps walking around the house, so that's good. I like the Pixel 6. That's what I've got. I think it's a great phone. Pixel's a Google phone. They're awesome. They're the best, in my personal opinion. Never had a problem with it. So for tracking or anything else. So it just maybe that. And Goldminer says she loves all the SpongeBob questions that we get. I'm not a big fan of the SpongeBob trip myself, so. But I'm glad Goldminer is. So, and she's got always Sunny in Philadelphia. I assume that's a TV show because I keep getting questions on it. But
it is, and I just binged all 16 seasons of it over the last few weeks. I'm ready for those again, or now.
That's fine.
So I guess
it has stuff going on in the background while I'm doing everything else, and I still listen and pick up enough that I'm ready for those questions when they come out.
Yeah.
I've watched a few episodes. It's pretty funny.
It is actually funny. Okay, maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah. It's all just kind of setting the bar and people trying to run
funny,
the business.
But, yeah.
So Hayes says, when do we get this XP for the Tikis? Did the screenshot happen? So I believe he's referring to people that completed the Hawaii quest.
That's right.
I have not completed the Hawaii Fest, so it was not a big concern to me. Have you guys? Have you completed the Hawaii quest?
No, I didn't. I was
thinking about going this weekend, maybe.
Just the weekend, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Maybe that's something we can all plan for at some point in the future. There's 3 of us. I guess we'd be looking for another 6 because you need 9 to go.
And we're gonna need donations. So, people, if you want to start doing super chats for the Hawaiian Tiki Quest Fund, that would be awesome because I think that's
we'll just open a wallet, a Bitcoin wallet, and you guys can trickle some Bitcoin, some Satoshis our way. So, but to actually answer Hayes' question, the screenshot happens on March 4th. So the universal time change did happen an hour and 50 minutes ago. However, they said it was at an unspecified time on March 4th. So if you did do the volcano quest and you don't have a tiki on, just put any random tiki on right now.
But it's the one though they're gonna throw a lot of experience into, right? So you want to make sure it's one you want
1,000 XP.
Want to level, and it's not one that's already like level 10 or something like that. So, because I did that once where I had a level 10 Tiki or Cubie on and did a first print. And I'm like, lost the experience on that. So, I hate that experience. So, awesome. So, excellent.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it doesn't look like there's any more questions or so, but I think it was a good show. Next week, I think we're talking about doing something on the economy if we can get that pulled together. So that's
Game economy.
game economy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Game
it's going to be a
economy.
great show.
Yeah.
Pretty excited.
So
In-game economy.
right. So we'll see how that works.
In the meantime, keep bidding on my resin in the auction house because I really like that.
What's the
I mean, just a note on that. You guys need to stop. I need resin prices to come down. My
resin?
wife doesn't play a whole lot. She's trying to get some resin before we go on our trip to the Philippines, and we want to get a sushi restaurant in town. So
Right.
she was bidding yesterday and was getting annoyed because she's like, I've got other things to do. I can't be stuck in here. And she actually took
wants resin
advantage.
right now.
How
Yeah,
much
the
is how
buy
much
it
is
now.
resin going for? And
100,000 resin for average 25,000 clear.
Oh, at least they're pushing
Yeah, at
30,
least
35.
I've had
So-
somewhere, after the discount, I've made 22,000. I've had somewhere I've made 27,000 or more, and that's just over the last few weeks.
So I put up
Yeah, so she
100,000.
definitely binned it for 90,000 cubic coins for 200,000 resin.
Oh my god!
She just had enough of the war.
So if I put 100,000 up, would buy it now for 40,000? You think that would go quite quickly, or what?
For 40,000, no.
No.
I think you're averaging right now for 100,000 resin is about 25 to 27,000.
So,
You know what? I think if you binned it for 40 or 45, you might get a buyer.
Yeah, that's true. Because people do want it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Me though, I'll do the passive aggressive. I'm that guy that starts bidding on day 3. I track it. I find out when it finishes, and then I'm just so passive aggressive doing my 14-minute bids until it ends. I have patience. If I want something, it's mine.
Yeah, not me. I just got 7 UK stamps for 54,000 cubic coins, I think. It was around the 20,000 and such, and we're going back and forth. And I'm like, I don't know when this ends. I bumped it up to 35,000. They go up by 100. I'm like, you know what? I'm going 50,000. I don't have the patience for that stuff, but I do have the cubic coins.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
So what's the longest auction then? Have you that you've bid on, like going over? Because I bid one. It took me it was probably about 6 hours after it should have expired. I finally won the damn thing. So
yeah, I'd say somewhere in that market. I've definitely been bidding on them at work. I got a timer that goes off, and just sneak to the bathroom and tell everyone I had a lot of coffee today.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So I take it you move your headquarters around a lot.
When I'm bidding, so not a lot, but when I go in a bidding war, like what I just did over the last few weeks, my headquarters came with me a few times to work.
Awesome. All right. Well, I think that's it for the show. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. As they say, please like, subscribe, comment below, and all the YouTube stuff. And till next time,
anything you'd like
sign
us
off.
to cover? Yeah.